So now that we're becoming more familiar with Google Calendar, let's take this to the next level and integrate our Google Calendar into Google Sites. So what I have here is I'm still hanging out in Google Calendar. What I'm going to do is I'm going to open up a new tab and go to Google Sites. So we're going to go to the new site builder. I already have a Google site open, but if you don't know how to get there, you can go to sites.google.com/new. We'll take it to the new Google site. Or what you can do is you get the 3 dots, or 9 dots, sorry, I know how to count sometimes. And then if you click on Sites inside of here, it might take you to the old Google site, where you can see here, these are some old ones that I did a long time ago. But you really want to look for new Google sites. This is Google's easiest way to make a website. So here, these are all the Google sites that I've made, but I created just one that's untitled. If you don't have anything here, just click on this plus button in the bottom right hand corner and click new site. So I'm just going to open up the site that I made for this video. You can see it's just life-changing. That's going to show up in front of you. It says your page title. So there's a lot of features inside of this. So I've created a complete walkthrough video about how to create a Google site. So that's a complete other topic, but really for this one, we're just going to really focus on Google Calendar integration. And you're going to love this because this is really amazing. So over on the right hand side, you have your basics that you can insert into the Google site. So you have text box, images, embed, and then from Drive. You have layouts, which is a lot of fun, but if you scroll down, you will find a button for calendar. So if you click that, it will pull up all the Google calendars that you have. So you can see these are all the ones that are linked to Google Classroom, and then the ones that I've made. So I'm going to find my YouTube series, which is probably going to be the last one on the list. So I have my YouTube series here, so I can click that and then press insert. But you can also add more than one calendar in here. Let me see if I can click on a different one here. I click on 2 calendars and inserts. So what's really, really nice is that even though it says technology enabled, because that was the first one that we had, it actually had the event interview my principal for my YouTube series. So really quick way I can change up, oops, let's go back over to my calendar so you can see interview my principals right here. But anything that's in that Google Classroom for technology enabled is also going to show up here. So what's really nice is I can open this up in a new tab. I have settings, or I can delete this. So say if I didn't want to add the technology enabled one in there, I can just delete this whole thing right here and kind of start over really quickly by just clicking calendar, finding the calendar I want. So just YouTube series this time. So I don't want to add any other calendars, even though you can, and then hit insert. Okay, so I'm back. It says YouTube series. So I'm going to hit settings up top here. So I can set things like show title, show date, navigation buttons, time zone, all that good stuff. But I can also change my view mode. So right now it's in agenda mode, which just lists the dates that are in the calendar. But if you want people to see a week view or month view, you can go ahead and do that. So I like a week view personally, just a personal thing. And hit done. And what's really, really nice here is let's go ahead and resize this. So I just kind of grab the handles and resize this way. And since really I usually keep calendar on a page by itself, I can kind of scroll all the way down and resize it. And you might say, I can't scroll inside of this to do anything. If you want to get a preview of what this really looks like, right up here, there is a preview button just for you. So if I go and click that preview button, I can actually see here everything that I have. So it gives me the scrollability. And so right here, here's my one task for tomorrow is interview my principal. So I can actually click that and I can click on more details. It'll open up a tab to Google Calendar when it wants to open up. And there we go. So I have my details there for about interviewing my principal. I can go back to Google Sites. So since this is just in the preview mode, I can hit exit preview and take me back to the edit. So say if I don't want people to scroll forever, I can go ahead and make this even bigger. But man, maybe I don't like the week view and I want to go back. I want to do the monthly view. I can hit month. So I want to see the month and I can see my principal. I can see that a little clearer in there. And so maybe if I have more than one calendar in here, I can see a lot of different events that are happening. So a really simple way to integrate your Google Calendar into this. But what happens if I want to do the appointment slots? So remember the appointment slots that we made? So let's see if I can find the tab. So see, I made these appointments where I want to interview guests. So I created a new one in my Google Calendar. If I want to integrate this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy the URL address. I'm going to go back over to Google Site, and I'm going to click anywhere inside where I want my calendar to be. So I can click once or twice, and then press embed. And I have a choice by URL or embed code. So I'm going to do by URL. So I'm going to go ahead and right click and paste or press Control V. It's going to give me a little preview window and press insert. And what I like to do is just kind of resize this for the sake of this. Make it all nice and big. I can make it go big this way. So right now it says no appointment slots are available for the time range. My next available appointment is June 18th, which is what I set it for. So I'm going to go into preview mode, and I'm going to see if the navigation works for this. So this week I have no appointments, but here are my appointment slots. So now, instead of just giving the URL to the appointment slot link, I can embed this into a Google site and have a bunch more information ready to go for staff, teachers, parents, students. So whoever the audience is, you can really kind of make this page very unique for appointment slots. So that's really kind of some simple, easy ways to integrate Google Calendar into Google Sites.